Okay, I think we are live. We're just going to leave it a couple of minutes. I just want to make sure that I can check the stream and that it is coming through well. I did put some tests up earlier on the channel. I've obviously since deleted those just to keep that clean. We are going to be looking at what we can do, so I'm just trying to see how we go here. Will this get live? I feel like it is, but we're just going to waste a little bit of time. The whole purpose of this is we are doing the decathlon live. I did mention it earlier. I thought it would be really good, so you can actually see as the pressure builds, how do we react to that? That's, it's quite a key thing. So just going to do a couple of little events, just a bit of a warm up, because I do have a theory, which is and I'm doing this one on, I don't know if I should, whether I should be doing this on tablet or on phone, based on the difference in device, which we know the people who are sort of first, second, third in the table are all using specific devices, so there's nothing there, but I do just want to see how this goes. As I said, it is right. Yeah, okay, so we're not a million miles behind. Right, so we're gonna try and do this based on tablet. Now I know I should be using phone, 100% sure of that. Rock on. Let's go and get that phone and do it that way. I just wanted to do it a little bit different, and by saying I'm doing it differently, I'm not really doing it differently, but there is a minor benefit that can come through as it goes. I'm just going to make sure that we can, let's put this on there. I don't know if that comes up on my screen or not. It's a bit of a test. We haven't really done much live. Oh dear, there's a bit of a lag. And I don't know if by going live I'm also going to I'm just going to see if this does anything. Let's do that. Let's do a little wave to the community. Yeah, I'm not sure. There you go. It's just told me I've done a hand pink waving. Yeah, I'm not sure how much this is massively going to impact how well we are doing in the competitions. We could be hampering ourselves, which could make it quite hard to actually overtake the score that Almog's got. But, we're confident we can try. That was terrible. We're going to do one more event as a warm-up. And we will see how we do. So hopefully we get a few. I don't know if we'll get many on the stream today, but it'll be, the good thing is there is a video to watch back. I think from as I said, I'm looking at the quality. It seems to be absolutely fine. But I am just trying to do that double check as we go through. So I'm gonna do. Do we do one more? Let's just quickly whack a little bit of hammer in there, and then we're gonna get cracking straight away into ranking. Let's just see how we're doing on the hammer. Pretty bad. Oh, that's a little bit laggy actually. It's quite interesting because I can watch it back and see how laggy it actually is. But we are giving it a go. It's not often we will live stream. I think. Oh dear. I think I would rather do it recorded, but we'll, as I said, So this is all a little bit of a test to see. We also want to be able to look at things and think, actually, you know, if we'd have done that by phone, would it be better? In which case we'd use that going forwards. The one advantage of doing it now, and the reason why I've done it now, is largely because I'm at the beginning of Silver 2. So I've got nothing to lose by trying something a bit different. There we go. Now we're getting our iron a bit more. And I know that I've said this before. When we're doing these things, we just need to have a few practice events. Let's get ourselves up to, you know, up to temperature before we start on this one. But as I said, I'm going to be doing this via tablet. I should, by all accounts, be doing this by phone. And if we do this again, maybe we will do it by phone. I'm just going to do the 110 hurdles, only because all of my warm-up's been on throws. But it's a great example of don't just dive straight into competition-based events. Got a good lane draw here. And there you go. See, we only got a good start then. It's not the worst. It's not great. It's not the worst. Okay, right. We are going to be starting the decathlon now. So let's see how this goes. So straight away we are going into the decathlon. We're taking on Almog. 11.71 for 100 meters. That's running at 9.7 roughly. Now reality is that you should be quicker than that. So we need to get a good little points head start now. So here we go. So we're starting the live decathlon. So we got ourselves a perfect start. Was it a perfect? We'll see. That's the important bit. The tap and hold. That's a good start. We're 11.85, 9.648. So, event number 1 down. We could double down and try and get a better, tiny bit better start, maybe a better tap and hold. But I'm pretty confident we're 14 points ahead. So, here we go. We're going into event number 2, long jump. Now, remember, Almog and Alex 3108, the top 2 with trophies. That's not terrible. That isn't great because of that. I'll tell you what, that is close to being an absolute perfect jump on the board. I'll tell you what, there's a lot more pressure when you're doing this live. I can feel the pressure building. So we've got an 8824. I'm hoping that we can get higher and further. That's good. And an 8883. Does that put us ahead of Almog? Let's wait and see. This is a bit of a test. This is only event number 2. This can all go wrong at some point on here. But with 1293, so after 2 events, we are, what's that, 12 and 14, so that's 26 points ahead going into the shot put. So we don't need to redo any of those. We managed to save ourselves the gems. So let's go into shot put and let's see what's happening. And for those coming on watching live, you know, watch a couple of events drop, come back. This is going to be visible afterwards, obviously, in the videos. That's not great. We know we should be at about 23.5 roughly. If you haven't played this game, or if you're new to the channel and you're just finding this, this is Athletics Championship. You can download it. It's actually, there's a few. Oh, that's a good throw. There are a few athletics games out there I've played. I think I've played most of them. This is my favourite one out of all of them. And I've been playing this probably a good, maybe, I'm just trying to think, 1 year, probably at least 18, 19 months. That's a terrible throw. So we're hoping that the throw number 2 was good enough. Let's just have a look and Have a look. 13.23. So remember, we're 26 points ahead. Again, 8 points. So we're now 34 points ahead. We're going into the high jump. Now, my little tip on this is high jump. So we can see Almog's done a 12.25. A 12.25. Now, I did 2.424, and that was 12.17. Now, ooh, didn't want to do that. High jump. We might need 6 attempts on high jump, that's for sure. So, we're definitely going to need the 24.34. Should be good enough. That wasn't the best jump. We were doing a lot of grinding trying to get high jump to beat Alex in the Tribe Challenge yesterday. Ooh, I think that's too early. Yeah, far too early on the second. I say far too early. It's tiny bit too early, but it's still too early. We do need this. We might drop. Oh, there you go. Pulled it out the bag last attempt. So this is pretty good. 24.34. And this is really putting the challenge in because there is no place to hide. And we are ahead again. What were we on? 36. Let's call it 38 points. 400 should be fairly even. 110 even. I really think it's going to be down to discus, pole vault and javelin on this because really, I've just got to make sure that there's no false start as this one goes through. Okay, perfect start. That's really good. No more than 2 goods is going to be what's probably needed to get the points here. And it's quite often with these that I don't record many of my decathlons. That's not good. It wasn't that much over. Right, we need oh dear. Right, we need all perfects from now on. Otherwise this might need a retake. Never a massive fan of lane 1. So 11.31. It's going to put us in and around the right place. We haven't actually retried a single event yet. Is that going to be the first? We are behind. I don't really want to be giving 5 points away. So we are going to use this and redo it. Just slightly too many goods. Oh, that was a quick start. Very quick from going from the set to go. I mean, that was ridiculously quick. That was like ready, set, go like that. Well, that's better. And if you watch my previous video, you'll know those tap and holds are vitally important to getting quick times. Anything which has blue tinge around it, through it, etc. become the most important taps. Oh, and he's gone early. In my head, I was already like, that's near enough a perfect round. Okay, so that last tap and hold has cost us there from probably, we're 4 points worse off now, rather than 5, so that's a benefit. But I do think it's going to come down to probably something like, if I can, and this is one of the reasons to playing on tablet is to get the triple perfect on discus. Oh no, he's bloody hell. Ugh, this could be where now there's some pressure. And this is what I was saying is when you do this live, there's a lot more pressure. What's that put us? 10:59. See, that would put us way behind. So we need to restart the app quickly because it won't let you use. You can't do 2 events back to back and use your extra go for gems. So that's put me under a little bit of pressure now. Not great. I would have rather have done a perfect round there. This really is a bit of pressure. So good lane draw though. So we can't blame the lane on this one. That's good. Oh, too early. That's it. We've done it. That's a great run. That is a really good run. One good in there. Decent placements. He's done 11.22. We've done 11.23. So those 4 points we lost, we're actually only 3 away from what was there. So discus 13.69. Let's just have a quick look. 13.68 was 73.352. That is 73. That is 2 perfects probably. It's not 3 perfects. 3 perfects is over 74 meters, closing in on 75 and maybe over 75. Oh, he's done it first go. Now that is some serious pressure. Oh no, it was 73.4 for 3 perfects. Why am I thinking it's different? Okay. Yeah, I didn't think that, but... And you can see why I play on tablet. Those last 2 presses, it is so much easier on a tablet. The problem is that it goes slightly further on phones. There's probably a 0.3 difference between max phone and max tablet distance, which it's not great, but you know, it's fine. I think we've done quite well there. We might have dropped a few points because they're definitely probably playing on something like a Samsung S25 or something like that. You know, relatively new phone, it seems to benefit those more. So discus 13.69, and I've done a 13.69 as well. So we've done well there. We've evened that up, and that would have been 3 perfects for Almog. So now we're going to do pole vault. Pole vault, interesting. 12.86. Now we are seriously in the business end of this. So 12.86. So 6.155 was 12.82. Okay, we don't need to redo the discus because we're ahead. I'm going to do my normal way. 2, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's do this. If I can get 2 jumps over, we are golden. That's far too early. Oh, how's that got over? Oh, that press on the big circle, I did not expect that I would be clearing that from a height. Oh, a little bit over there. That glitched a little bit when it got to there. We do need this one. Oh, the last 2 presses. That did me over that. So 6.158. Where does that put me? Remember, I'm about 30 points up. 12.83. 12.86. I am probably just going to give that another go. Only because I have done javelin before. So we wanted... We're going to do 6.168. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, we've done javelin before, and it's gone terribly wrong. And javelin has a tendency to, every so often, just play up. Not a great second to last press there. But this one, we are literally just trying to get this 6.168. I don't think we really need it, but I think it just gives me... Oh, too long, Adam. Jesus. Right, though, that was some pretty bad way of showing how to do pole vault. in that last run. A little bit of pressure getting to me there, I think. But we will see. So, javelin. So, we've got 1283 to 1286. Let's call it 27 points. So, 1292 we need on javelin. Hopefully it plays ball today. Oh, a little bit too short. Needs to be. That's a good throw considering that was a good. That was a good throw. And then after this, we've obviously got Tribe Challenge to do. We won't be doing that live. That was I pressed that pretty early. Yeah, we've got Tribe Challenge left to do. We've got to do our training in the club championships as well as doing some ranked matches for Tribe Challenge. That's a better throw. That's going to be a good one. We're over the 95. I think there's probably half a metre extra out there. Annoyingly, doesn't show me my DP points. You know, that's one of the bugs in the game at the moment. But yeah, 95.01, so 95.1 roughly. Where's that putting me in from a javelin? 1278. See what I mean? This is a 14-point swing. We're going to have to do javelin again. Oh, didn't want to have to do javelin again. 14-point swing. We need to be getting a 95.5. Now, if we're doing this on phone, yep, great chance of doing a 95.5. Let's do this, and then we've got 1500. Just got to hope we don't get any false starts in 1500. We might play it safe on the first run of that in terms of our start. That's too early pressing. Too early and too high, although the first press was pretty good in the middle of that blue section. Let's have a look. This is what I'm saying about javelin. Sometimes it's not playing ball, and it doesn't feel like it is in this one. Am I about to do something that throws all of this away? Because this is tight. No, I didn't hold on long enough. Jeez Louise. Oh. This is what I'm saying about javelin. And it might just be me. I find that you can choke quite easily on javelin. But this is tight. We need a very good 1500 run. 1220. Okay, we'll be close. As long as we don't false start, I think we're good. And we got a perfect start because the starter did the arm raise at the right time. Every so often, the starter will raise his gun early, and that just screws it all over. This is not a good run so far. I might need to concentrate a bit more. That was late. There we go. Right, back in the rhythm. That was a terrible press there. I don't know how... Oh, that's awful. Jesus. It is funny doing this live and the amount of additional pressure versus just recording a video. I also think if you're just recording a video, you could always abandon it and decide to do a video on something else. When you're live, you don't have that option. So I do think it puts a little bit more pressure on you. And I do find on this as well, those tap and holds, I'm either in the zone and nailing them constantly, or I am missing out on them quite a bit and keep getting goods. I mean, you should never get good on that last one. So we've got 12:10. Anyone who's counting as we are going, you will probably know if we've done it. And we've got a spare run, and we are 6 points ahead. Wow. Now, this match is going to finish in 14 hours and 9 minutes. I mean, that final run, we're 10 points down. If I need to, I might have to do another run on that. I might do that on my phone, just because we know it's quicker. But you know, are we going to be taking Almog's 100% win ratio away from him? I'm pretty confident we will, but that is a 6-point difference. Live DC, hopefully you've enjoyed that. If you're watching this back as a recording at a later date, stick your comments in as to how that was. If you're watching now, stick your comments in. I'm really happy with that. That was a good run. As I said, I've done it on tablet, which that in itself means there's extra in there because we know the phone's quicker. So we've won that one on paper at the moment. There's still 6 points that could come. Let's just double check where we were in the last one. So last time we did the running of 1500, it's 12:17. So we're there. Yeah, we're there or thereabouts, aren't we? As I said, I've still got a Tribe Challenge left to do. The piggy bank is around. I'm not a massive fan of the piggy bank. I don't think it's very good value for money. We've got all of our things to go and do. We've got our challenges. So we need to go and do some stars, finish in the top one, open some boxes, etc, etc. Some perfect throws. Should be easy enough to be able to go and do that. We'll wrap all of that piece up. In terms of timings, that's quick. 9237, so we're going to have to hammer that. Pretty confident we're beating the 110 hurdles. Shouldn't be an issue. Long jump, we should be beating 9142. Javelin's going to be hard. So I think we're winning 2. We should be. 2 of them we're not going to be winning. And I've got 65 to 80 points. So it's technically stacked it on in favour of Andy the Master because of the extra wheel points. Are we going to go and spin the wheel to get extra points to earn one more spin of the wheel? No. I did say I wanted to try and have a good crack on this, but it's been pretty competitive. And then in the club section, we have got the practice section. We need to do 10 events. That gives us 500 gold, but it also gives us some extra attempts when doing the club championships. The piggy bank, I'm going to tell you now, this isn't out for everyone. Last couple of occasions, piggy bank wasn't there for us when others had it, so it's there today. And yeah, it's, I mean, you've got 120,000, was it? Nearly 500,000 coins for £20. Or what's that? Probably $26 roughly. Probably about 23 euros. Yeah, somewhere in the region of about 23 euros as well. I don't think it's worth it, but you tell me what you think. So that is it. We have done the decathlon. Fingers crossed we keep that 6-point lead. Reality is we've still got some extra room to be able to go and grow if need be. If we go and improve that time and get something like an extra 7 points, stretch it to 13, that is going to be enough to make sure that we get the win. So we'll probably try that at some point from now to the end of the day. But that's it for today. Like, share, subscribe, stick your comments in below, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.